Hello and welcome back to our channel. This is Mab, your daily fills of learning. If you're planning on going to Mars, there are a few things you need to know before you embark on your journey. Here are the top 10 things to keep in mind before you blast off. Number 10. The journey is so long. Getting to Mars takes a long time, at least 6 to 9 months. You'll need to be prepared to spend a lot of time in a small, confined space with a limited number of people. During that time, you'll be exposed to deep space radiation and confined to a small spacecraft. But if spacecraft technology continues to improve at its current pace, we may one day see a space hotel that rivals the luxury of a first-class yacht. However, don't expect a stay to come cheap, as the cost will likely be astronomical. But just imagine the thrill of looking out your hotel room window and seeing the curvature of the red planet against the black void of space. Number 9. You need an expensive spacesuit. The recent announcement of the Artemis 3 mission states that the objective is to return to the moon and establish a long-term human presence in preparation for a future mission to Mars. The spacesuits to be used for this mission were recently announced and are reportedly very expensive, costing a total of $3.5 billion. These spacesuits were made by Axiom Space, a private space company. If you're dreaming of becoming a space tourist on Mars, get ready to break the bank. It will be a pricey journey, but the experience of being one of the first to explore another planet will undoubtedly be worth the cost. Number 8. There's a big possibility that human will evolve. The prolonged exposure to the Martian surface may lead to a fascinating possibility: the evolution of humans into mutant Martians. Due to the intense radiation on Mars, there is a higher likelihood of genetic mutations occurring in humans born there. Any beneficial mutations that aid in the adaptation of humans to the harsh conditions on Mars can be passed on to future generations. By increasing the mutation rate, natural selection has more material to operate with. It's exciting to think about what unique and advantageous characteristics may arise in the descendants of the first human settlers on Mars. Number 7. The gravity is weaker. The gravity is weaker. Mars has only about 38% of the gravity of Earth. This means that everything will feel lighter, and you'll need to adjust to the weaker gravitational force. This can affect your muscles, bones, and balance. Number 6. The temperature is extreme. This is the reason you need the $5 billion spacesuits, because of the extreme temperature of Mars. Mars can get very cold, with temperatures dropping as low as -143 degrees Celsius. But it can also get quite warm, with temperatures reaching as high as 35 degrees Celsius, so you need to be prepared for both extremes. Number 5. You'll need to grow your own food. To survive on Mars, it is essential to have a sustainable food source, as relying on Earth for food would not be feasible. One possible solution is to grow crops using hydroponic systems, which can provide plants with the necessary nutrients to grow without soil. However, this requires specialized equipment, knowledge, and expertise in plant cultivation. Additionally, developing new technologies to produce food in the harsh Martian environment is also essential. Scientists and researchers are continuously working on ways to grow food in space, including experiments on the International Space Station and simulated Mars habitats on Earth. Number 4. You need to be prepared for emergencies. In addition to being able to sustain a food source, you will also need to be prepared for emergencies. The distance from Earth to Mars means that any emergency situations that arise will need to be dealt with locally, without the possibility of outside help. This means that you will need to be trained in first aid and have the necessary medical supplies on hand. Additionally, you'll need to be able to repair any equipment or technology that breaks down, as replacement parts may not be readily available. This requires a wide range of skills, from engineering to problem solving, and a readiness to adapt to unexpected situations. Number 3. Prolonged space travel may lead to unwanted injury. Humans are not built to stay in space for extended periods of time. Even astronauts in the International Space Station experience muscle and bone loss, weakened immune systems, and changes in gene expression due to the effects of microgravity and cosmic radiation. These health issues could be more severe during long-term stays on Mars, which has a weaker gravitational pull than Earth and less protection from the planet's thin atmosphere. Therefore, it is crucial for future Mars explorers to engage in regular exercise, consume a nutritious diet, and receive proper medical care to mitigate the effects of prolonged space travel. Number 2. You won't be able to come back to Earth. Once your body adapts to the lower gravity on Mars, returning to Earth becomes impossible due to the significant difference in gravity between the two planets. Mars has only about 1/3 of Earth's gravity, and extended exposure to this lower gravity can lead to muscle and bone deterioration. As a result, the body may struggle to adapt to Earth's normal conditions after an extended stay on Mars. This is similar to the challenges that astronauts face when they return from extended periods in low Earth orbit, where they also experience the effects of microgravity on their bodies. Number 1. The risk of dust storm. There's a risk of dust storms. Mars is known for its dust storms, which can last for weeks or even months. These storms can cause damage to equipment and make it difficult to see or communicate. If you ever watched the movie The Martian, that's how strong and catastrophic the dust storm in Mars. So, if you're planning to embark on a journey to Mars in 2030, be ready for anything that might come your way. But let me tell you, the experience and adventure you'll encounter is out of this world, quite literally. The thrill of exploring a new planet, discovering its secrets, and being one of the few to have ever set foot on its surface is simply astronomical. Just be sure to prepare for the unknown and the challenges that await, because once you make that journey, you'll be part of an elite group of explorers that have pushed the boundaries of human existence beyond what we ever thought was possible. In conclusion, a trip to Mars is not for the faint of heart. It requires extensive preparation, training, and a willingness to face the challenges of living in a harsh and unforgiving environment. But for those who are up to the challenge, the rewards can be great, including the opportunity to explore a new world and advance human knowledge and technology. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more informative content like this. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.